So I wanted to shout out our friend listening in the Hoosier State at Danfinity. This has been kind of, going on for a while, but somebody actually got a hard copy of something interesting. This is a story out of Spindale, North Carolina. This concerns a church, if you want to call it that. They're called Word of Faith.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, buddy. Those
Did you see this tweet? Oh, well, this is the best kind of tweet. The kind of tweet that I printed out. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this.
Like printing out Google Maps.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I felt everyone needed their own copy for this because there's just so much meat on this bone. But I did want to, tell you a little bit about.
I've been keeping up with those people for years.
Oh, really? You know about the rules?
Yeah.
Oh, the rules.
I can't wait.
Unbelievable. So
You're looking for a church, right, Chris?
Yeah,
of course.
Always.
I need a place to worship. Lay my head down.
So, Word of Faith was started in 1979 by Pastor Jane Whaley, a former math teacher, and her husband Sam Whaley, a former used car salesman in Spindale, North Carolina. And the Whaleys bought an old steakhouse and turned it into their chapel. And the church became known locally as the T-Bone Tabernacle. So we're already off to a great start. I mean, just turning an old Quincy's into a church is... How long does it take to get the smell of the steakhouse out of the church?
I don't know, but I tell you what, if it really was an old Quincy's, though, I would hope that the body of Christ they're serving is those yeast rolls.
It's gotta be those
big
yeast rolls.
fat
Your boy
yeast
would go
roll.
get baptized.
Gotta be the yeast rolls, or I'm not coming to church. In fact, I would be more likely to go to church if they had
in communion with Quincy's
This
yeast rolls.
host is buttery.
I would be Kenneth Copeland.
Buttery ass host.
You would do communion with those yeast rolls.
Wow, we need to start a church, Rod. That I think is what you're saying. Like, I think we can't be alone in this.
It's all
Y'all have a
about
line.
it's all about the bread being the body.
Y'all
of
have a
Christ.
line at the door if you were rocking some Quincy's yeast rolls.
Saint Quincy's House of Holiness and Yeast.
The patron saint of grill marks.
Yeah.
Sweet tea and yeast rolls.
Oh,
The
God
blood on the
damn.
body.
That sounds like the perfect church.
I was gonna say I would. I would if that existed. I would just stop the podcast right now and just walk over there.
Testify.
So, and this guy's still with the church. Their most famous congregant is Joe English, who was the drummer who played on almost all of Paul McCartney's albums in the 70s. And then he also went on to be in the Allman Brothers side project Sea Level before becoming a member of this church.
Wow.
So he's still
Joe
around.
English.
The Word Faith movement began as a prosperity gospel movement, which teaches its followers that gain is godly. And if the people who follow this teaching do not get the promised miracle of wealth, it is because they have a secret sin in their lives or they lack faith. So, classic American Protestant nonsense. So that's where they're starting. This is the foundation.
Also, classic American Protestantism in that these people have no religious background.
Oh, yeah. Math teacher.
What Rivers said about she was a math teacher, her husband was a used car salesman, that's as close to divinity school as those people have gotten.
Oh, yeah.
They literally just started
The
a
church of winging it.
Yeah, they just started a church.
Well,
literally.
The husband, I think, he went to like Oklahoma and I don't think he finished. He did go to some religious college, but he did like 2 semesters. It's like, I got it from here. I know what I'm doing.
I need to cover my bases.
Yeah.
So when someone says you're not qualified, I went to school.
Oh, there's a steakhouse for sale in the woods in North Carolina? Fuck college. I'm getting my steakhouse. So believers are encouraged to move to Spindale, where they frequently end up living communally on the fellowship's large campus. Members attend 3 or more services a week, and their children almost always attend the fellowship's private school. Members do not watch television, and this started after Inside Edition did an expose on them in the 90s. So after that, they were like, no more TV. And they do not read newspapers or books other than the Bible or fellowship literature, and they do not eat in restaurants that serve alcohol. So... You know,
so they don't live.
Pretty much, this...
They live in Pleasantville.
Yeah. Yeah. Pleasant compound.
The black and white version.
Yeah, I don't think they even...
Underrated film also.
Oh, man. Wow, that was
good.
Toby at the beginning. Early Toby. Marriages are often arranged by the church at the age of 18 to keep young members from deserting the faith.
Oh, my gosh.
Once married, couples are forbidden to have sex without church permission.
What?
So even after they're married,
Whoa.
they have to clear it with Jane.
Yes, everything in the church comes down to talking to the lady.
To Jane.
You can't do anything without her. I think I need a tissue to blow my nose. You better ask Jane if you can blow your nose.
They have like a phrase that they always use. It's like, oh, you have to let Jane check it out. So,
Did you check out everything?
Yes.
Is this benign? Let Jane check it out.
let Jane check it out.
Jane, stop this crazy thing is literal.
According to ex-members, a wedding night was limited to just a hug and a kiss. And a firm handshake, I assume.
Gosh.
So,
Sad people.
to prevent masturbation, men are forbidden to put their hands in their pockets.
That was the original reason why pockets were seen to be obscene when men's pants started getting pockets.
Pocket
It was
pool.
unseemly for a man to have his hands in his pockets because what you doing in there?
Is that why women's pants have shitty pockets or none?
Men need pockets to put things in.
Yeah.
And women don't have anything to put in
Yeah,
pockets.
yeah.
They're women. They don't do anything. That's why women didn't have pockets. And that's why they have faux pockets. And I got to carry their shit at the club.
That's such a psychological mind fuck, is that they put fake pockets on women's shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's their answer to, we need pockets. It's like, technically that's a pocket. It's
Looks
like,
like
put
it.
a damn real pocket on there.
Yeah,
Let's draw a pocket on your pants. There, a pocket.
Yeah. Here's a pocket that you can hold 38 cents in. That's about it.
Like unplugging the controller where your little brother wanted to play Nintendo with you. Yeah, that's you. You're the other team.
Oh, man. That's such a...
Cruel and necessary.
That was when Roy Moore pulled that move where they legalized gay marriage federally, and then he was just like, no more marriage. It just banned marriage. And that was what I said. I was like, that's like when you're playing video games and you're beating someone's ass and they just unplug the controller. Like, if I can't, no one can. So 30 years ago, Jane Whaley and Word of Faith was reportedly at the cutting edge of something known as spiritual mapping. And this was just me finding out about this morning. I love this. Spiritual mapping is a technique to try to identify where demons are working. And it's
It's like Scientology for people who don't like to see.
Yeah. Well, they're literally making maps. Like when I was reading it, I was like, oh, spiritual.
Check your theta levels.
Yeah.
They're off the charts.
Like when I was reading spiritual mapping, I'm like, surely that means something else. But no, these people in the early 90s would drive they located the town of New Bern, North Carolina to be a haven for demons. Yeah. And so they went and like mapped out on the streets, like where the demons lived.
It's like if Moses was a cartographer.
That's what I was to say. It's the house of the holy cartographer.
Yeah. You've heard of the Church of Christian Science. This is Christian cartography.
When they do, instead of going like latitude, it was like latitude, longitude.
Yeah.
Spectacle, tactical.
I was gonna say
watch.
the latitude is always 666 degrees. Spiritual mapping assumes the existence of territorial spirits, which are thought to answer directly to Satan and are responsible for coordinating all demonic activities within their purview. So I like the demons are just like relegated to like, oh, you're Ward 5.
Yeah, it's like gerrymandering for sense.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna cut out this one little road that extends to the rich neighborhood for this demon.
My sins are getting redlined? What the hell?
Yeah, redlining. It's just the color of the devil. Yeah. So they would drive around, pray, fast, and spiritually map out New Bern, North Carolina. And I come to find out New Bern is it's pretty close to Camp Lejeune, so some of those people might be eligible for benefits in 2023 if you were spiritually mapping Camp Lejeune.
Pray fast, sin hard.
So here's the thing. Jane is known to have a bit of a temper. Especially when people cross her. And
Jane.
she had to actually face assault charges in state court. She was convicted in 2004 of assaults, but their thing is, you know, when most people would just settle for something like that, they will actually just appeal until people just give up. So those charges were eventually
it's not very Christian of her.
dropped.
No, it's very corporate.
Oh, yeah. They actually hired...
Which is also very Christian.
At one point, they hired the same law firm that the Scientologists use out of New York City. So
You got to go with the best.
yeah, I mean, hey, you know, they know who they are.
Who's got better lawyers than Scientology?
Oh, yeah. So one of the tactics that Jane wields over the congregants is called blasting. which is where everybody basically circles around somebody and either screams at them or, according to a lot of these articles, just starts beating the shit out of you until the demon is out of your body.
It's like if a gang initiation was an intervention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Jane a Crip or a Blood?
Blood of Christ.
She's a Weiss lord.
One guy also claims to have been thrown through a wall during a blasting session.
Is Charles Barkley a part of the Word of Faith?
This religion is terrible.
Well, according to one of the rules, Charles Barkley is not going to be allowed into this religion, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So blasting could involve anything from screaming, beating, choking, being held down. Matthew Weiss is the author of Broken Faith Inside the Word of Faith Fellowship, and he is a reporter for the AP. And says that the violence inside the church is the result of the belief that devils are the cause of everything bad in your life. They say that it can turn you into an alcoholic, they can make you into a drug addict, and make you gay. So obviously that's a big part of it is,
Again, Scientology for people who hate the sea.
Yeah. Land-based operations.
Devils.
Yeah.
We like our saying landlocked.
That's it. Fucking land-loving ass religion.
I may be full of sin, but I ain't got scurvy.
So the AP previously reported that 2 local prosecutors were members of the church. So if you're wondering how they get away with this, yeah. Also,
conflict of interest.
And then this is fucking scary. Josh Farmer, who is the de facto spokesman of the church, is a bankruptcy lawyer who filed for bankruptcy himself at one point and somehow managed to dig up enough money to start a national trucking company. And it's called FreightWorks, and they are certified as only a handful of carriers allowed to transport sodium cyanide, which is used in the mining business. And if you get this on your finger or arm, you could die. It's that sensitive. So, their spokesman is also like in control of extremely deadly poison and literally truckloads of it. So that's fun.
Derailing at a train depot near you.
I mean,
fentanyl for the foothills.
Yeah.
The Black Mountains.
There was one really fucked up story about a guy named Michael Lowry who was he testified against them in a grand jury at some point. Yeah. He left the cult and interviewed and said all this stuff about it. And then when the interviewer went to follow up with him, he had rejoined and was like, I don't want to talk about it now.
Whoa.
Got reabsorbed into it.
Strong union.
Yeah. He has since left, though.
Yeah, he left again and then was talking shit again. It's like, we don't want to hear it. You have zero credibility now.
Yeah.
No takebacks.
So Word of Faith has approximately 750 members in North Carolina. They have 2 churches in Brazil. They used to have a church in Sweden at one point, and they have 1 church in Ghana. Some of the Brazilian congregants were called to the church in North Carolina. Their passports and money were taken, and they were forced to work for almost no pay for 15 hours a day. So they've got South American slaves on top of all of this.
Wow.
If they weren't fucked up enough. So anyway.
It's just the Confederacy coming back home.
Hey.
South shall rise again.
Yeah. So
South America.
All of that is this is pretty fucked up, but I just wanted to get through just to say all of that stuff so we could get to the quote unquote fun part. And by the way, all the sources on that, the Daily Courier out of Forest City, North Carolina, People Magazine, Apologetics Resource Center, Salon.com, and the Associated Press. They said all that stuff, not me. So Poison Man, don't come after me.
Rivers, you got a package out here. What is it?
Yeah.
It's a truck. The delivery guy just hailed an Uber after he came over.
It's ticking and smoldering and moving.
The air smells of almonds.
You open the back to check the boxes, and just all of that sodium shit just falls out the back.
But the tweet that Dan sent me is at Degen Dilly and says, the local cult attempted to indoctrinate my friend today while he was volunteering at a soup kitchen with them. And he tweeted out some screenshots of this document that has all 145 don'ts that Jane issued. So she's got 5 do's and 145 don'ts. So I'll just hand these over to y'all, and if we don't have to read them all, but if you want to peruse.
Does she have 50 ways to leave your lover?
Oh, they're so stupid. I put my favorites in red, but there's a lot there.
Don't read your Bible, too much.
Which is like
parentheses. Amplified version is acceptable.
It's like
too much, Lord.
Why am I in a cult if I'm not supposed to read my Bible a bunch?
They're just putting it right on Front Street because that's how church works. Also, it's like don't let the pastor tell you what the Bible
don't get too
has
smart.
going on.
Yeah.
Don't just be building a relationship with the Lord on your own time.
Right.
For some reason, I made a beeline to number 48. Don't be loose with your camera at any time.
Don't do it.
What does that mean?
Jane does not want pictures being taken of her. That is a big thing. I would say the rules really start kicking off around like the mid 70s. That's what
when they figure you'll just be too tired to, like by the time you get that far in, it's like, just ask Jane. I'm not reading this. I get the gist. Just ask people first.
Man, it really starts kicking into
About
high
number
gear.
15, don't read newspapers, not even the headlines.
Yeah.
You literally do not need to know what is going on in the world.
You're supposed to have no idea.
Number
What about
60,
the
don't wear
classified?
shorts.
Yep.
Shorts?
I don't give a fuck if it's 108 outside and southern humidity. Cover those knees up.
Yeah.
Why you got your calves out? Men too? Yes, especially men.
Yeah. Well, also, you just know every one of these has a very specific implied first name attached to it. Where it's like, don't wear shorts, Daryl. Like
Yes.
like it's one
I do
guy.
support number 138.
Oh yeah, which one is that?
Don't place the toilet paper on the roll unless it rolls over the top. I honestly think
Yes.
Yeah,
the
I'm for
Supreme
that.
Court could jump in on that one. And let's just make that federal and state law.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
make
totally
that an
for that.
amendment to the Constitution. Underhanded toilet paper is for sinners, absolutely.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Only psychos want it underhanded.
Yeah.
I will
do.
go into somebody's house, and if it's under, I'll turn it over.
Yeah.
I don't care if I get thrown out.
Number 65. Don't wear or own anything with Nike on it. Nothing.
Nothing.
And-
They stand for the flag and they kneel for the cross over there.
Well, this also just means that, Jane is a terrible writer because she missed the perfect opportunity to just say, just don't do it. It's right there. Come on, Jane. Low hanging
Okay,
fruit.
119. Don't let children make animal sounds. Parentheses, maybe.
Yes, that's a lot. There's a lot of them with maybes where it's like,
I guess if the kid's in trouble, all right, now remember, howl like a wolf.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're being taken by the coyotes.
but again, that's one of those where there was just some kid just going, the cow says boo, the pig says oink, and then she's like, no.
Now, here's something specific for me and Narado.
Yeah,
Since we are.
you might have found my Charles Barkley
yes,
caveat.
Number 132. Men. African American,
Yep.
don't shave your head bald.
Skinheads only.
I was going to say.
Being a skinhead is for white men.
Yeah. All black guys must look like Sherman Helmsley.
Well, you
You
can't
got to.
see, but Narado has a luscious head of hair.
I know,
And
yeah.
I have not been so blessed,
Uh-huh.
so I got to shave.
yeah, exactly.
As a person that's into fashion, I don't like number 72. Men, don't leave the house without a white T-shirt on under your top shirt.
Yeah.
A white T-shirt doesn't go with every outfit.
Yeah.
And I don't want a white T-shirt sticking out from under everything. If I'm wearing a black polo and black pants, black shoes, a white T-shirt is going to make me look country as fuck.
I like 83. Don't even make an offer on a house unless Jane can check it out and get a feel for the neighborhood.
Buddy.
So Jane has to do the spiritual mapping is what I think that
I got to
is.
take a bath and a dump before you buy this house.
Yeah. I got to take a tubby bath, and also I need to go scout the neighborhood out for demons.
Whoa.
Yeah, now 121 and number 20 don't go together. 20 is don't read your Bible too much.
Yeah.
121 is don't forget to read your Bible before you go to bed.
Right.
Maybe that's just when you read it. Don't read it during the day. It is a nighttime activity only.
109
It's called
is
appointment reading.
109 is don't play hide and seek.
Yeah.
115 is don't play or imitate an air guitar.
Which is just grammatically
Crazy.
incorrect.
Yes, don't imitate an air guitar. So I'm air guitaring to an air
An air guitar.
Like-
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's the same. You can't play an air guitar.
Yeah.
And imitating an air guitar. I don't even know what that means. Don't pretend to be playing a pretend guitar.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, lady?
I guess hide and seek is deceitful.
It gets very bad for the children, starting at 120 and going down to 124. Don't let children play toy musical instruments, parentheses, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
122.
Unless it's a harp.
Don't let children play with camping toys. 123, don't let children play with play tools. 124, don't let children have Bibles with stories and pictures of Jesus. Maybe.
Yeah.
So, are they Jews? Like, they're talking about Christianity, but I don't know how you have a Bible that doesn't have stories of Jesus in it without just not having an actual Bible. That's called the Torah.
Yeah.
I think they're a combination. I think there must be either half Jewish and a third Jehovah's Witness, because you can't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, or Easter. Or
Easter.
I think there's a
don't celebrate other holidays. Don't eat turkey on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but that means you could eat ham and dressing and stuffing.
Yeah.
Right? Come on, Jane.
Don't celebrate your birthday or others in your family or groups of friends or coworkers.
Yeah.
Sorry, Frank from accounting.
Yeah.
Fuck your birthday. Jane is against it.
Yeah, Jane says no.
Now, 58 I support. I don't even know why you have to even mention that to people. But 58, don't touch the thermostats in the church unless you are approved.
Yeah.
That's who that doesn't work there would touch like I've never touched a thermostat anywhere.
It's not my place.
That isn't at least a home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It used to be so cold at our work. There was a decoy thermostat in the hallway. Just a placebo. Then I found out the real thermostat was in the editor's office behind a tree. So when he was gone, I would stand up on a chair and boop, it's warm now.
Yeah. Don't go into the sanctuary with sin in your heart. That's like the whole thing, is everybody's a sinner, right?
Don't bring snacks of dark drinks or chocolate.
Yeah.
Only clear.
So
is this another African American thing?
I was gonna say,
clear sodas.
Bucked up Miami only.
Yes.
And if it's chocolate, it better be white chocolate. We only want colors in the rainbow spectrum of food and drinks, and in the drinks, it's got to be Sprite.
Don't decide who you will marry without checking it out with Jane. Mm-hmm. Don't start a relationship without checking it out with Jane.
No.
No motorcycles, no Monopoly, no football. Don't ride in the back of a pickup truck.
Oh, buddy. We could just keep that one rolling. Don't decorate your house unless Jane or her helper can help you.
Yeah.
Don't buy a car without checking with Sam first.
Sam?
Okay,
that's the husband who used to be a car salesman.
Yes.
Man, I was about to buy this Buick LeSabre, but Sam cock-blocked me on that.
Well, she has given Sam, his realm is in the automotive field. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it's Jane. Jane is
so specialized.
Jane is the godhead.
Because that one keeps going. Not only can you not buy a car without checking with Sam first, don't sell a car or truck without checking with Sam first. Also, don't get major repairs done without checking with Sam first. And I got to say, I've experienced that type of shit before.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this Saturday in Auburn when my grandfather's house is like 100 years old and is on the historic homes list. And a tree fell on it a couple years ago. And I hired some guys to fix the fucking roof. And literally the day they showed up to start working, the city showed up and was like, you can't do that without a fucking permit. And I was like, I can't fix my goddamn roof without a permit? Like,
we got to check with Jane.
No, did you call Sam? That's a major repair. You can't. It's just like, bro, I'm supposed to just let my house get condemned because I ain't got a permit?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, it's insane, dude.
You got to call Sam, Uncle Sam.
I stopped the toilet up. I got to call you motherfuckers to get a permit to get a plumber to check it. Those pipes are 100 years. Get the fuck out of here, man.
104 says don't buy or drive race car looking cars.
I was just going to say that.
So
don't drive a race car looking car.
I promise you.
Rivers, you can't join because not only do they say you can't wear shorts, they also say don't wear jeans except for maybe construction, but also don't wear cargo pants. And if I know anything about Rivers Langley,
that's my whole bottom wardrobe.
That is 90% of his wheelhouse.
So the village people are not welcome.
It's shorts and cargo.
I'm only allowed to wear the pants I wear to weddings.
That's it.
Those are my only other pants.
Everybody's wearing tux pants and and fucking white t-shirts.
So Speed Racer was in this. He could not be.
Yeah.
Anybody in NASCAR or anybody with a.
I'm just saying. I'm calling it now. Somebody just got above their raisin and bought one of those Dodge Hellcats, and she and just pulled into the parking lot. Also, there's a lot of instructions about the parking lot where you have to move counterclockwise around the church to get out of the parking lot. It was like, no going clockwise. That's up towards the beginning. So that's obviously the most important thing.
This makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
101. Don't have bumper stickers on your car. Political season is an exception.
Yes.
This makes perfect sense.
Uh-huh.
These guys are psychotic right-wingers.
Oh, yeah. They had a lot of their congregation died during COVID because they were all very...
what about 89 and 90? You've got those outline rivers, and that's great.
Oh, yeah.
Don't plan a vacation or time away with your family unless you check it out with Jane.
Yep.
Also, don't assume you can go to the funeral or a wedding of a family member without checking it out and or someone from the church going with you.
Yeah.
So you need a wingman to go to Uncle Jay's funeral?
Well, more importantly, if you're going to Aruba, Jane's coming too. It's like, don't leave.
You better book 3 tickets.
I hope you got enough money for a 6 ticket.
Yeah.
Because put me in with the kids.
Yeah. Jane's got to check it out, and by check it out, I mean, Guatemala when you go there.
I'm surprised they didn't run them out of North Carolina for number 112. Don't ride in the back of a pickup truck.
Yeah, I saw that. Just no fun.
How else am I supposed to get to church?
No fun at all.
Or work.
No playing cards. Erase the games on your cell phone. No whistling. That was the one.
What did this Jane run a theater?
Yeah.
She's don't say Macbeth.
Yeah.
Don't whistle.
Yeah, I'm just saying, hey, if I come all the way from Brazil and you take my passport and pay me nothing, and then I can't even whistle while I work?
Yeah. That's how you know it's a cult, because some of this stuff is just like normal human shit. Like 39, don't quote unquote check out during the singing.
Yeah. Oh, hey, there's one that says you'll invite. Don't close your eyes while singing. You could give over to a religious devil.
Yes.
That's like, it seems like everyone has already given over to a religious devil. That's how I would describe Jane.
Yeah. Please tell me that when they open up their hymnal, the first thing they sing is, Jane says, don't do anything.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna go to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what they really get into that. And starting at number 12 and just continuing to go down to 20 that, ends in don't read your Bible too much. It's don't watch movies unless Jane gives approval. Don't watch videos in your cars.
So they've had a problem with that.
Big time.
Everybody just pulls up at church and they're watching YouTube, and then Jane's freaking out.
Don't enter a movie theater unless Jane gives approval.
Yes.
As mentioned earlier, don't read newspapers, not even the headlines. Don't listen to the radio. Don't read or handle
magazines.
Yeah, because you'll get the contagion.
Don't touch them.
You'll get the the liberal media.
Yeah, because everybody knows that Meteor Man was a documentary, and sometimes when you just touch books, you absorb all the knowledge in them, and we can't have that shit. Don't watch television except when allowed at church.
Yep. So Gospel Bill and Veggie Tales only.
Jack Van Imp reruns.
Bible Man.
Oh, Willie Ames.
Don't drink ginger ale.
Yep.
What? No ginger ale?
No cheer wine either. And I'm like, that would get you.
Root beer.
No cheer wine, no back of the truck. You're exiled from North Carolina.
Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do, Jane? Don't dip snuff. I'm cool with that one.
So, them's the rules, as they say, fellas.
That is insane. These people are nuts, man.
Yeah, I've been staying at my folks' house, so this is why I probably shouldn't have access to a printer, because I'm just going to print these off so everyone can read them.
Well, Jane doesn't want you to have access to a printer.
No, hell no. Absolutely not. No.
We're going to hell. This technically is a magazine. We both read and handled it.
Oh, we handled it. Yeah, that's true.
And it's got a staple in it. That's got to be a sin. These sad fucks who who believe in Jane. That's just shameful.
I mean, it's Janeful.
So I feel
Shameful is what it is.